I fixed something that you have roasted me about for like years. I got headphones. This whole time I've been using like earphones. People used to get angry that I would use like just one earphone, so I decided, fine, I'll put in both, even though it feels weird to talk like that. Because it's like talking with your ears blocked, it just feels strange. But I just wanted something better, something that sounded nicer, so I got myself some headphones. Bam, there they are. That kind of hurt. And today we're going to listen to MELANIE MARTINEZ. She's been requested so many times, and we've gotten around to it. The first song is called Pity Party. Okay, the bass hits kind of nicely there, I like that. Cool beat sound as well. First of all, that's not what I expected it to look like. I will say, we are twinsies. We both got that gap. Hell yeah, rock it, girl. You have no idea how many times growing up I was told I should get braces. All the rest of my teeth are perfectly straight and fine. It's just that I've got a bit of a gap in my front tooth. And like, why would I get braces just to fix that? That seems wild. Tell me why the hell no one is here. She's got a softer voice than I expected. I kind of expected like a lot of attitude, but this is also quite nice. Forever. Of course. Oh, I like that. Her voice actually sounds a bit stronger there. That's not saying that it sounded weak before. It just kind of had like a punch in that chorus that didn't feel like it was going to be there. Very, very welcome. I liked the sound of that. I also like the I'll cry if I want to. Oh, and it's called Pity. I get it. She's throwing a pity party. I'm slow. It feels like her vocals maybe aren't mixed as well as they could be. I feel like they could be jumping out more from the beat. The bass hits are nice there as well. Even the bass gets a lot more full in the chorus. It's a cool change because it feels mostly the same as the verse, but like bigger. It's really catchy. I'm gonna be singing this later for sure. Are those like strings or is that another kind of synth? Alright, the scream took me off guard. It's funny because it kind of feels like her voice has had quite a bit of range in this, but I think she's really mostly stayed in quite a small range. But there's something about her voice that just feels like she's doing a lot more. And I mean, if you can make your voice sound like it's doing a lot when it's not really, like, that is not only a talent, but it is invaluable. When was that released? 2015. That was released like 5 years ago. I'm so curious to hear more now. Going into these videos is always just, it feels like such a lucky dip. I have no idea what this stuff is gonna sound like. If I'm totally honest, like I liked that song, but it didn't really particularly hit any sort of spots for me. It was just like fine. But one thing it really did do is intrigue me into the artist. I'm genuinely excited to hear this second song now, which is going to be Pacify Her. I wonder if it's going to be something about like being treated like a child. Blue boy walks my way. I prefer the mixing of her voice in this one. Already it's sticking out a bit more. Holding a girl's hand. The delivery of the lyrics is really interesting as well. Now I can't take her man. I do like the color split she has in her hair. Someone told me stay away from things. Okay, this is a cool build. Okay, wasn't the kind of drop I was expecting, but at least they didn't keep building and building and building to go to that. Oh, the Pacify Her is not like being treated like a child, it's like essentially get rid of the person that you don't love. I can't stand her whining. I don't know why I'm laughing at that line. It was just so blunt. There have been many times in my life that I've just wanted to say to someone, you're whining, I hate it, stop. That was cathartic. I appreciated it. And loving her seems tiring. That's also an interesting line, like, love with her seems tiring. People have this idea of love and relationships and forget that, like, at the core of things, you're meant to just enjoy being with the person, right? Often there are all kinds of complications and different things that can happen, and that's understandable, but like, if you don't enjoy spending time with the person, why are you with them? That was actually a breaking point for me with my ex-girlfriend. I had a realization that being with her was just exhausting for me, and I didn't enjoy it. So why was I sticking with it just because, I'm already in this this relationship, so I might as well. That wasn't fair to me, and that wasn't fair to her. Anyway, like I said a couple of videos ago, I'm sorry that I end up just like ranting about personal stuff sometimes. It's just what the music did to me, it's just what I felt, and I find that personally interesting that like a song or an artist can affect me to the point that it just makes me think of all this personal stuff, and of course I want to share that with you, so sorry for interrupting. Let's go back to listening.
But was it yours if you wanted me so bad?
I like the upward vocal run there.
You don't love her. Stop lying with those words.
I mean, we've still got like a minute, but so far I kind of wish that the chorus had mixed things up a little. I'm enjoying this, but it feels a little repetitive at the moment. Okay, they're mixing things up a little bit here. I feel like it was maybe a missed opportunity to go a bit bigger there with the beat. Maybe introduce like a stronger synth or something. Just a little something to make that hit a bit bigger. But that's personal preference. I just would have enjoyed that. Whoa. The black tear from the mascara was pretty dope. The third song is called Carousel. I'm expecting a very similar aesthetic to the first two songs, but who knows what we'll get. There's a part of me that really hopes for a nice, dirty drop. I know that maybe it doesn't quite fit the sound she's going for, but I feel like it'd be really interesting if they did just make something hit. Oh, those lights. Okay, very different aesthetic so far.
Round and around like a horse on a carousel.
I love the use of that accordion for the beat. That's unique.
Chasing after you is like a fairy tale.
I also appreciate her huge bow, and I want one.
Feel like I'm glued on tight to this carrot.
Lots of little like carnival sounds going on there as well. That's really cool. Damn, that's cool. It's not even doing all that much, but that is dope.
At the carnival.
Ah, a timpani roll? Oh, love it.
Round and around like a horse on a carousel.
I absolutely love this beat. The toned down sound to her voice is also fitting that really nicely.
We're always this close.
The little pew, 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 pew is great.
But it's all fun and games till somebody falls.
The like distorted trumpety sort of synth in the back is really nice too.
Will I catch up to love? I can never tell.
Man, I am loving this.
Chasing after you is like a fairy tale.
Come on, give me that one more time, please. We've got a minute. Now?
Why did you steal?
I mean, her voice is sounding really lovely, but it's just, I want to hear that instrument. Wait, oh, they're not gonna give me that dope hit again? Oh, I loved it so much. Okay, I'm literally, sorry guys. I don't think I've ever done this in the history of my channel, but I'm quickly rewinding to hear that again, because that hit so different. Damn. Mwah. That was nice. So far, my definite favorite is Carousel. I really liked that. Let me add it to my little playlist. Hold on. I don't know. I'm just gonna add it because I want to hear it again and I don't want to forget, because I will forget. I'm not good at remembering that stuff. Bam! Added to the playlist. The very last song we're going to listen to is called Dollhouse. Let's do it. Another like haunting style of beat. I'm already getting like creepy feelings from it.
Hey girl, open the walls, play with your dolls.
I'm also really liking her voice in this.
Everyone thinks that we're perfect.
The double bass is coming in on like off beats, and it sounds really interesting. Adds like a really cool depth to it.
Please don't let them look through the curtains.
Ah, it's just occurred to me that like the dollhouse is her family. It feels like the whole message is like, hey, our family loves to present ourselves as though everything's perfect and everything's fine and dandy, but I know the reality. And in that situation, it feels like she's living in a dollhouse because like everything is like manufactured. If that's what she's going for, that's a great analogy.
When you turn your back, she pulls out a flask.
Oh, I like that rhyme too.
No one ever listens, this wallpaper glistens.
The delivery of lyrics here, the way she's flowing is so cool.
One day they'll see what goes down in the kitchen.
Wow, that sounds like a mention of abuse. One day they'll see what goes on in the kitchen, whether it's like throwing plates or that sort of stuff.
Picture, picture, smile for the picture. Pose with your brother, won't you be a good sister?
There There is such a depth to this song, it's awesome.
Please don't let them look through the curtains.
The whole idea of like skeletons in the closet when it comes to the family, if that is the analogy she's making, oh, I am living for that. And even if it's not, that's what I've interpreted, and I think that's still valid in the video. I also just seem to enjoy when songs use ticking clocks for the beat. It just sounds cool.
I see things that nobody else sees.
That was also a great song. All things considered, I thoroughly enjoyed Melanie. She has a very interesting sound, and I like the simplistic style. The first two songs were kind of like, alright for me. I wasn't like super crazy about them, but those last two were great. I really liked Carousel, as evidenced by me going crazy about that beat, rewinding, listening to that again, and fanning over that. But also the depth of Dollhouse was really interesting, not just from like a meaning standpoint and what I kind of took out of that video and the lyrics, but also from like a composition standpoint. It was super interesting. There were a lot of really cool effects and a lot of really cool choices involved there. Overall, it seems I quite enjoy her as an artist. Of course, please let me know what you think, whether you agree or disagree with anything I've said. I'm always keen to hear your thoughts, so let me know down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to click that like button, and as always, have an awesome time until I see you next. See ya!